A silent lab buried beneath the deserts of Natanz. Steel centrifuges hum in the dark. Day and night, they spin slowly, transforming uranium gas into something far more dangerous. Not just fuel, not just energy, but the potential heart of a bomb. This isn't speculation. This isn't science fiction. This is real, and it's happening now. Iran's nuclear program isn't just about national pride or energy independence. To some, it's a red line. To others, it's a right. And to many, it's a ticking clock, one that could unravel the delicate balance of the Middle East and push the world toward a conflict none can control. But how did we get here? To understand that, we have to go back more than 70 years. In the early 1950s, Iran's nuclear journey began not with defiance, but with cooperation. Under the Atoms for Peace program, the United States provided Iran with its first nuclear reactor during the reign of the Shah, a pro-Western monarch. At the time, Iran was a key American ally, and its ambitions were seen as peaceful. But everything changed in 1979. The Islamic Revolution overthrew the Shah, replacing him with a theocratic regime led by Ayatollah Khomeini. The new government was anti-Western, anti-Israel, and deeply suspicious of foreign influence. In the years that followed, Iran's nuclear program became secretive and controversial. Though Tehran claimed it was pursuing peaceful nuclear energy, Western intelligence agencies and the International Atomic Energy Agency (IAEA) grew concerned. By the early 2000s, hidden facilities were being exposed. Sites like Natanz and Fordo were discovered through satellite imagery, whistleblowers, and intelligence leaks. Enrichment activities were taking place beyond the scope of international monitoring. Iran insisted its program was legal under the Nuclear Non-Proliferation Treaty (NPT), which allows civilian nuclear technology under strict inspections. But suspicions grew. Had Iran crossed the line? Was it building a bomb behind closed doors? In 2015, a major diplomatic breakthrough occurred after years of negotiations. Iran and 6 world powers, including the US, UK, Russia, China, France, and Germany, signed the Joint Comprehensive Plan of Action (JCPOA). Under the deal, Iran agreed to reduce its stockpile of enriched uranium, limit enrichment to 3.67%, far below weapons grade, dismantle advanced centrifuges, and allow IAEA inspectors regular access. In return, international sanctions were eased. For a brief moment, tension gave way to diplomacy. The deal worked, at least for a while. But in 2018, the US, under President Donald Trump, unilaterally withdrew from the agreement. He called it a disaster, arguing it only delayed, rather than eliminated, Iran's path to a bomb. Sanctions returned, crippling Iran's economy. In response, Iran began stepping away from its commitments. By 2021, uranium enrichment levels had risen to over 60%. While not yet weapons grade, it was dangerously close. Experts warned that Iran's breakout timed the time needed to produce enough weapons-grade uranium. For a single bomb had shrunk from over a year under the JCPOA to just weeks. But here's a crucial point. Enriched uranium is not a bomb. Even if Iran amasses enough material, it still needs to master weaponization, designing a warhead. miniaturizing it for missile delivery and testing it. Western intelligence agencies believe Iran has not yet made the political decision to build a nuclear weapon, and as of today, there is no verified evidence that Iran possesses a nuclear bomb. Still, the possibility has put the region on edge. Israel, which sees a nuclear Iran as an existential threat, has made its position clear. It will not allow Iran to acquire the bomb. Israeli officials have hinted at military action and carried out covert operations. In 2010, the Stuxnet cyber attack, widely attributed to the US and Israel, sabotaged Iranian centrifuges. Iranian nuclear scientists have been assassinated, most notably Mohsen Fakhrizadeh in 2020, reportedly by Israeli intelligence. Israeli air forces have conducted joint exercises, simulating long-range bombing raids, clear signals of readiness. Meanwhile, the United States maintains a heavy military footprint in the Gulf. Bases in Qatar, Bahrain, Kuwait, and the UAE are constantly on alert. American aircraft carriers patrol the Strait of Hormuz, a vital oil choke point, and regional allies like Saudi Arabia and the UAE watch Iran with deep suspicion. But war is not inevitable. There are still efforts to return to diplomacy. European nations and regional intermediaries continue to push for a renewed nuclear agreement. The Biden administration has expressed interest in re-engaging. Though trust is in short supply, still, the risks are undeniable. If Israel were to strike Iran's nuclear facilities, perhaps using bunker-busting bombs or cyber weapons, Iran could retaliate. Its missile arsenal is large, and its proxies Hezbollah in Lebanon, militias in Syria and Iraq. The Houthis in Yemen could be activated. Such a conflict could easily spill over. Israeli cities could come under fire. US bases might be hit. Gulf nations could be pulled into the chaos. The global economy could suffer, especially if oil shipments through the Strait of Hormuz are disrupted. And while China and Russia are unlikely to intervene militarily, they may challenge any Western escalation through the UN or broader diplomatic arenas. The nightmare scenario? A regional war spiraling into something bigger, fueled by mistrust, miscalculation, and speed. But despite the headlines, Iran's leadership continues to say it does not want nuclear weapons. Supreme Leader Ayatollah Khamenei has issued a fatwa, religious edict declaring nuclear weapons forbidden in Islam. Yet critics argue that intentions can change, and religious rulings can be reversed. So we are left with questions. Is Iran truly pursuing peace or simply buying time? Will Israel act alone or wait for international support? Can diplomacy close the window before it's too late? Or are we approaching a point of no return? Because the truth is, this isn't just about uranium. It's about power, security, pride, and survival. It's about a region shaped by war, revolution, oil, and religion, where one wrong move could ignite a chain reaction. And maybe a single bomb doesn't start World War III, but it could be the spark that sets the world on fire. So we ask you, do you believe Iran is building a bomb? Should Israel strike first, or should diplomacy continue? Is the world safer now, or standing on the edge of something far more dangerous? Let us know in the comments. If you found this video informative, like and share it to help others understand what's at stake. And subscribe to History Nest for more deep dives into the conflicts, revolutions, and power plays that shape our world. Because the past isn't finished, and the future is being written in silence, in steel, and in uranium.